afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my presentation. Today we will be discussing the importance of the arts in school and what effects that it has on students. So think about your years through elementary school to high school. What was school like for you? Remember sitting in class and in school for 8 hours a day with vigorous instructions, science, ELA, math, test prep, history. Oh my goodness, the day would drag on and on and on. The most important and fun part of the day was either lunchtime or recess. That's the time that we were able to release our stress and just have fun and not think about our academics. Then you come home with a ton of homework to do and a bunch of spelling words and everything that you have to study for. It's just like, oh my goodness. Like, what do you do? Now, in your school, was it just academics or was it a mixture of academics and creativity? See, there's an issue. Many schools do not have arts in the school for whatever reason. For example, I had the opportunity to experience both sides of the spectrum. Being in elementary school, I was able to have dance, art, and music included in my school schedule, and then in high school, it was just straight academics. So I found that my time in elementary school was less stressful because I was able to then take my stress and put it into my creativity, and I perform well in dance, in art, and in music. So, being exposed to the arts is very important because it helps children become well-rounded in their lives. What is art? Look around. Everything around us is art. From the statues to our buildings to even the New York City train infrastructure. All of that is art. So art is more important than what people may think it is. Now, why should the arts be included in school? We're going to start with number one. Students need a healthy balance of art and creativity. Like I said before, you're in school for 8 hours a day with intense instruction. Your brain goes into overload. You need some type of balance. It helps open up the minds in a different way. It makes you look at things in a different way. And then it also helps you make different connections to the world. Now, studying art, you could see a picture and everyone will interpret a picture in a different way, right? So now thinking about it and analyzing the art will help you use your brain in ways that you normally would not use it. Number two, art is a way of relieving stress. Think about, Art is a way of relieving stress, whether it's personal stress or academic stress. You know, think about the kids in school that are being bullied and have to deal with, you know, the pressures of the school, and then maybe they'll go home to a broken home. It's like, what is their outlet? Now have them being in a school where they're able to, you know, draw or, you know, let their emotions out in a different way, or rather than being in a different school where they don't have arts, then they're like stuck in their bubble. They have nowhere to go, nowhere to turn to. And number three, it's a preparation for the future ahead. Being involved in the arts in school will allow students to express and show the talents that they have. With that being said, that will open doors for different opportunities, scholarships, or even them just being discovered, you know? You never know who is in the audience watching you. And also they will learn many skills that are not necessarily taught in the classroom. For example, me personally, I learned patience in dance class. I learned patience because I was used to everything coming quickly. in school, I never had to study. I could just read a book once and get 100% on my test the next day. But now when I got to dance, I learned it's hard work, practice, and dedication, because those triple pirouettes did not come overnight. So here is a graph. It says the percentage of students grades 8, 10, and 12 who will participate in school music or performing arts by college in 2013. So, as you can see, I'm sorry. Okay, so the students that I'm stumbling. The students that do extracurricular activities and join the arts, they are more likely to finish college in 4 years. Complete a full 4 years of college. Now, here's another interesting fact. An 11-year-old national study examined how low-income neighborhoods found that those who participate in arts programs were most likely to be high academic achievers, be elected to class office, participate in a math or science fair, or win an award for writing a poem essay. The arts also saves lives. Growing up in a bad neighborhood or a low-income neighborhood, basically growing up below the poverty line, people need an outlet. Being involved in the arts, saved lives, like the rapper Jay-Z. Rap is a form of music. Music is a form of art. It saved his life. He grew up not far from where I grew up, in Marcy Projects on Bed-Stuy. Now look at him. He's a millionaire. Had he wasn't involved in the arts, he probably would have still been selling drugs on a corner. So, I think this messed up. I'm sorry. This is repetitive. So, my conclusion is that the arts is a wonderful thing to have in the school, and that more schools should have it in their curriculum, because the arts is important. Schools should have it in their curriculum because it changes the lives of children. It helps them academically, socially, and personally. And without the arts, you'll be miserable in school. Thank you.